Okay, so if you've been watching any of my videos, you need to know that it's a struggle to break it into this business. It is a struggle to get noticed. It is a struggle to be discovered. It is a all-out struggle, and on top of all that, not knowing if you can do it because no one's giving you an opportunity does not help your confidence. Does not help you build up the person that you're trying to be. I'm not a successful actor. I'm not. Will I ever be? I don't know. I do know that if never given the chance to flourish, to shine, to flow, then I'm never gonna know. And because no one really gives opportunities like water out to people, we have to make our own. So I'm going to start making commercials like I said months ago, and you're either gonna like them or you're not. And I haven't had a chance to do that because between school, trying to get a second job, focusing and trying not to lose the job that I have, it has not been an easy challenge. It would be great if I could wake up tomorrow and be in the cast of The Walking Dead. It would be great if I could wake up tomorrow and have my own show and my own studio and be able to put together my own movies because I have thousands of scripts that are ready to go. I just don't have a crew. Excuse me. Excuse me for the honor. I've been trying to get into this business since the year 2000. So it's 18 years of struggling here. 18 years of no breaks. 18 years of it's a possibility and nothing. We have a studio here in Virginia, which pretty much gave me the finger. Which I think, honestly, if you're going to make a movie studio, by state law, you should be required to make movies, regardless of cost, regardless of cast. You should be legally obligated to make movies. Because I can tell you right now, if I had my own movie studio, we'd be popping them out. It's like, what? It's like, yeah. It would be legally obligated for me to either do one or two things per year. Produce a TV show or produce a movie. If I'm doing movies, we're taking out 5 movies a year. Simple as that. 5 movies a year. It's not that big of a demand. Because if I make independent films, I can make 2 movies in a year. And I've done that. I have. I've actually made 3 movies in 1 year, actually. So if you're on Kung Fu Havoc 1, you probably have seen them. The Path of Ascension was like my last film before making Guardians of the Earth. We made The Path of Ascension in basically 3 days. The last fights in Path of Ascension was like 3 days. So yeah, you can make a movie in no time if you have the right crew. And most of us poor people in independent films, we don't have a lot of time or money or the right equipment, and we don't. Getting discovered is the hardest part. Acting is not that difficult. Here's the difficult parts in making an independent film. So get ready. 1. Finding people who are willing to work and that want to make it in this business. That's your primary function right there. You have to be able to find people who want to be in movies. You have to find people who are willing to sacrifice, to work, and bust their ass to get the project done. People who know that it's not just your project, but it's their project. So they're going to put their all into it. Because when you're making a film, a movie, a TV show, it's not just the creator's project. It's your project. Yeah, the creators gave you a job, and it's your job to do your damn best. But at the same time, it's your project, and you need to have your P's and Q's on. A majority of my projects failed for the simple fact that people just didn't want to show the fuck up. Then I don't have that much footage to put together into a decent film, so they get mad, like, well, I didn't have this kind of time, and I didn't do this, and I didn't do that. And that's why your 2 days of working with me only produced 5 minutes of footage, because you weren't willing to put in the time. You know? Independent filmmaking is not easy. Let's get that off the bat right now. If I could get paid for independent filmmaking, I would not be broke right now. And I wouldn't even be making this channel right now. I wouldn't even be making this video. I would be actually out working. It's Tuesday, and we will be filming. The sun is shining. It's a little cold outside, so we'll have to bear with it. and we'll have to film in the same clothes a couple of times. Now, in 2000, when that studio came here, I went to them first. No, 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 and no. Now let me tell you the 8 jobs that I asked for: stuntman, writer, production, director, actor, which is what I really wanted, janitor, cook. Nothing. Their exact words were, "We don't make martial art movies." So, they lied. Scott Adkins made martial art movies for them. I'm not really picking on you, Scott Adkins. I have no idea who the hell you are, but I do know that the studio here made your movies, and you do kung fu in your movies, which is kind of fucked up for them to tell me that they don't do kung fu movies. I'm not mad. I'm pissed the fuck off, because I could have been known by now with making kung fu movies for the studio here in Virginia. No, I'm not going to promote those motherfuckers, because that black color wheel, that shit's no joke. Anyway, it's a black ran studio, so that should tell you right there how well this worked out for me. Now, let's move on. When you're making an independent film, again, the hard part is understanding that the film's not going to make any money. So your actors and you aren't going to get any money. But independent films aren't really made for money. They're made to tell decent stories with no budget. That's what they are. That's what exactly they are. They are made to make a story come to life and do things right. All my independent films are epic fails, without question. The one thing that I did do that would have been an epic success was stolen. So I have to find a Firewire terabyte, or at least a 5 Firewire terabyte, so that I can put all my shit back together. Maybe make it better, maybe change it. I gotta put the time in, and I have to do it. Because no one's gonna know who I am, and no one's gonna care. But I need to do it. I need to post it on Facebook. I need to post it on YouTube. I need to post it everywhere I can. And maybe, just maybe, the right people will actually look at it the same way that it happened with Deadpool, and I'll be in. But I'm not here to make movies to get money. I'm here to make movies because they make me happy. And I've always been told by many people, find something that makes you happy and turn it into a career, and you'll never work a day in your life. Well, here's the thing about acting, though. It could be something that makes you happy. It could be something that can become a career. Excuse me. But it can't happen if no one who's running the shops that make movies are willing to give you a chance. Now I'm 45 years old. It's make it or break it now. I need to be in this business before I'm 50. And, beyond. Because acting isn't guaranteed. It's not a guaranteed career that's going to last forever. I mean, if you're on a TV show, at least you can live off the royalties for the rest of your life. That's pretty much how contracts have to run now. When you go into syndication, Lucy Lawless probably isn't going to have to work anymore, because I know she's still getting paid for Xena, wherever that showed up on whatever, forever it's running. For however long it's running, she's going to get royalties. It's the same thing with Baywatch. It's the same thing with Power Rangers. Wherever country it's airing, the actors get a percentage of that because of actors going broke and not having any money and things like that. You're reading about them, and our most recent actor who just got a new job with Tyler Perry, with like job shaming and all that shit, because this is real life. They are normal people, like me, like you, who, luckily for them, have been blessed to get through that glass ceiling of the entertainment business. Well, here's a problem for me. Alright? Let's keep this shit real. We're 9 minutes and 45 seconds into this video. Let's keep this shit real. How many movies you have with biracial families? Not counting Skyscraper, because that just came out. So hands up to The Rock for that. But How many movies do you have? Not counting One Night Stand with my favorite Chinese actress in many of things. She's not my favorite of all, but she is at least one of my favorite Chinese actresses. Uh, Ming Na, who in One Night Stand was married to Wesley Snipes, and they had biracial children. But how many movies do you have with people like me that exist? I'm multicultural, but for all medicinal purposes in films, I will wind up probably just being biracial. Because, you know, they're not going to have, oh, well, here, James, you have your Native American grandfather, your black grandfather, and on one of your parents' sides or another, you have your great-grandfather who's a white man. You don't see too many films like that. Let me rephrase that. You don't see any films like that. But that's what I am. I'm Native American, I'm black, and I'm white. But you don't see any movies where a guy goes home and he has a Native American mom and a black dad, or a black mom and a Native American dad. You don't get to see any of that. Anywhere. And it doesn't just have to be Native American. They can be Chinese. It can be white and black. It doesn't matter. You don't get to see any of that. There have been very few TV shows with success with that dichotomy as a family. Fox had a show like that many, many years ago, and the only reason I watched it was because the black man was married to a white woman. He had a son, and she had a daughter, and it was awesome. It was awesome. I don't know who made the show. It was a good show. It only lasted one season, but it was a good show. And then Fox be tricking y'all. Their best shows don't come on till almost 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And if you're lucky, you might actually catch a repeat of Married with Children, which was fucking awesome too. But there was another family show just like that, but I can't remember the name of it. But it was pretty awesome. Might have been wrote by the same people. But the thing with making movies and stuff, you can't be discovered if you're not on that list when they do the casting call. I stopped going to casting calls when I found out about this list. Because I've told you guys in many of my other videos, I've gotten this all the time. You're not a bad looking man, James, but you're not what we're looking for. I'm like, well, what the fuck are you guys looking for? Trust me, you're not it. They don't tell you what they're looking for, but I know I'm not it. So, what do? I have no idea what to do. I wait for the next call. I come in, it's the same fucking people. But this time they're not with John Casablanca. They're with other people. And their job is to get paid to find people to be in movies. But every time I've come to them, sorry, you're not what we're looking for. I'm sorry, you're not what we're looking for. You're not a bad-looking gentleman, but you're not what we're looking for. And only one guy who was honest enough to tell me, hey, look, dude, when we come here, we're really not looking for actors. We might be looking for actresses, maybe some comedians. We're definitely looking for singers. So, you know, but when they announced that cattle call, it's like, all right, come one, come all, come as you are. Come to the Sheraton, come to the Days Inn, come to the Holiday Inn, come to the Cavalier Inn before it gets demolished, which will be really soon. Come to all these places. You can be old, you can be young. It doesn't matter, just make sure you come. And then you get there, and 50% of the people get sent back home. 50% of the people stay. Then that 50% is narrowed down to 10%. Because either they don't want to have a contract for you, or you aren't what they're looking for. Something rubbed them the wrong way, and you can't get picked. This is a fact. I've never made it past that first 50%. I've never gotten the SpongeBob card, or whatever the hell they choose to use as if you get this card, you're staying. Everyone else will go. I've never gotten a damn card. What I've gotten is, you're a very nice looking gentleman, but you're not what we're looking for. Which is awesome. It's nice to know that some people think I'm actually nice looking. But not nice looking enough to get a fucking job. Alright, so, the 1 or 2 times that I came close for Evan Almighty. Didn't get it. But a young lady there who was Native American asked me if I was Native American. And I was like, no, because I'm not a liar. And she's like, are you mixed with Native American? And I was like, yes. She's like, well, you look like you're all Native American. I was like, unfortunately, I am not. No, my great-grandmother and her daughter, Native American. My black ass is black. I'm also Native American, but, no, I'm also black, so what could I do? I did what I needed to do. And then, you go on and, you have to live for your honor and you have to live for your truth. So you go on. And that was at the Evan Almighty. And then the other lady, which might have been the same lady, when we went to one in Richmond, she's like, they're actually doing a casting call for a Pocahontas movie. My dumb ass didn't have the money to go all the way down to North Carolina for that casting call. I was like, well, I don't have any money. I got to ride down here to this call. And then that one, that's where we zigzagged through the whole hotel and never got seen. So yeah, that was awesome. Here's the thing. Apparently, there is a list. And if they say we're looking for an Asian chick with plaits or dreadlocks, or an Asian chick with a black person's hairdo. Okay, Asian chick with cornrows or whatever. That's what we're looking for. That's like a 1 in a million shot. Or they want some Asian chick that's a wannabe black chick that they give the job to. Okay, I'm sorry if I've offended anybody black or Asian with that, but this is how this shit works. Because I haven't been discovered. I'm not black enough to play a black guy. I'm not Native American enough to play a Native American. And I damn sure am never going to be white enough to play a white guy. All the black and white TV screen is not going to make me any lighter. So, we're going to get past that, because Under the Cherry Moon only worked for Prince. Anyway, that being said, I don't know if I'm a good actor. I will never know if I'm a good actor, because I'm not being discovered. No one's looking at my videos here on Facebook or YouTube. They're looking, and they're like, I get maybe 1 view for every video I put up. Even though I have 47 followers, I only get 1 view. So I'm obviously not doing something right. So I'm going to try to change the program by Christmas and see what the hell I can do. Because by Christmas, I plan on being back in full fighting shape. Period. So, I want you guys to understand this. I don't get half of my viewers' attention. So whatever I'm doing wrong, you guys need to tell me what I'm doing wrong so that I can do it right. Because without you, actors don't eat. And we don't survive. Now, switching gears. For independent films, I want to say this, if you want to make an independent film, locations aren't everything, but it does help. Also, having the right equipment helps. Having the right actors help. And most of my actors, with the exception of 2 that kind of messed up the series, they showed up on time. They worked for free, they gave me their time, and let me thank you first. Let me thank you to everyone who was in The Path of Ascension and Guardians of the Earth. That's me putting it all out there so that I get it out without having to go through all your names, because some of your names I can't remember or pronounce. Alright, so therefore, let me say thank you there. Now, the thing with independent films, some people make them and they're successful. Some of us make them and we're not. I guess I need to find a new niche. Maybe I need to go into more scary shit instead of trying to make kung fu films. Or maybe a combo of them both. However, again, I don't have a makeup artist and I don't have the things I need. And when you don't have the things you need, you barely succeed. And that's the problem. So if you're out there and you want to make an independent film movie, we need to get together and have a chit chat. Thank you. I'm James Williams Jr., Cult Family number 2, BC.